Hello and welcome to episode number 7 of I Am the Lore Keeper. I am Brandon DeGroat, and today I am the Lore Keeper. We have our same guests back from episode 1 and 2, Marcus and the other Brandon. And today, the question of the topic is, who is your favorite athlete for non-athlete reasons?
Oh, for non-athletes.
What?
Because
Kind of like one-trick ponies, man. Hold on. I'm going to go Michael Jordan, unless
For
he's got NASCAR, which is like, hold on, what? But I guess that's...
Like, a good example is, like, I love Nick
people.
Castellanos for the memes about him hitting home runs at inopportune times.
Yeah.
Just say Shaq, because he just owns everything for some reason.
You know
And
what?
he also just seems like a cool guy.
My favorite Shaq quote is honestly that he doesn't like rich people food because it tastes weird. Which makes all of his franchises make so much sense.
I was gonna, you actually bring up a good point about Michael Jordan. I mean, what about his baseball career? Like, that's
sports, though, right?
That's
that is sports.
He
wasn't good at
Shaq, just because
he was so bad at it. Can we really call what he was doing sports?
It's sports. It was just not good
counts?
sports. Yeah.
Right?
Alleged
If
baseball player.
You're not going to count my little league friends, then,
That's fine.
They
Fine,
sports.
All right.
Wii Sports? Does Wii Sports count?
You know what? Charles Barkley, for how funny he is outside of basketball.
Charles Barkley's a good one.
Yeah, he's great. Also, just, when it comes to a lot of the social issues that we're facing, I'm sure there's going to be something where he says something really fucking awful, but most of the time he's on the right side of history. So
yeah, there wasn't that time where he was like at a gay bar or something and like went on stage
Yes.
like, "Hey, gay people, if somebody says fuck you, tell them Charles Barkley says fuck you."
Yeah, Chuck has been he's actually been an ally to LGBTQ plus people. So
Me? No, you can't.
Yeah. No, Chuck is.
Dude,
Chuck's
my
cool.
son wore an Elsa dress to Disney. Come on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He rocked it too, didn't he?
I do not
yeah.
care. Care would be ridiculous.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I only care if you rock it. You just got to make sure you better wear it nice.
Oh, he had matching Elsa
Not-
ears. It was magnificent.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Don't disrespect Elsa. You can't.
Hell no.
You're gonna get your ass froze.
God.
So this episode is about my answer for that. I know I said Nick Castellanos, and that was just my example, so I didn't give up the topic already, but my favorite athlete for non-athletic reasons is Carlos Kaiser, who was born as Carlos Henrique Raposa in Porto Alegre, Brazil on July 2nd, 1963.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess we're gonna figure out why his last name is Kaiser.
It was a nickname. It won't take long to get to that point.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's just what he went by.
All right, I thought it was like, does he think he
Like the
is
soccer
Kaiser?
player Hulk was not actually born as
Yeah,
Hulk.
no, he was not Hulk. Yeah, although he was fucking huge. But yes.
So
I still have
when
concerns.
Carlos was just a week old, he was already adopted. His biological mother had him in town and just asked a stranger to watch her baby while she handled an emergency, and then she just never came back.
Damn.
Oh.
Which with a week-old baby, I would not take that baby. That is too young of a baby.
He's just like, man, I cannot take this baby.
Like, I probably wouldn't take a stranger's baby anyway, but if it's like, hey, this baby was born 7 days ago, watch him for me. They're like, ah.
Yeah. That is not drop off at the neighbor's age.
Yeah, no. So his new family did it to help adopt him. They took him in, and they brought him back home to Rio de Janeiro, where they lived in a pretty poor, rough neighborhood. It wasn't quite a favela, but it was not far off. His mother was an alcoholic, and she beat him pretty often, but Carlos never held it against her. He said, "I'm not angry with her. She was just trying to get by." And his father never really knew about this much because he worked very long, late hours managing an elevator company, and so he never really knew about the beating.
Wow. Okay.
So,
Damn.
like any poor youth in Brazil in the 1970s, Carlos grew up playing football or soccer.
Wait,
Disclaimer, I'm going to
hold
refer
on.
to it as both.
He's a poor youth? But his dad owns an elevator company? Are they shitty elevators?
Maybe they're shitty elevators. Maybe
I don't know what the to me.
Maybe 1960s Brazil just did not have a lot of elevators. I am not an expert on mid 60s
elevators per capita. Oh my god!
Brazilian elevators in the middle of the 20th century is far from an expertise of mine.
Answers. Did he have shitty elevators?
Well, I gotta imagine that the supply and demand can't be good, right? Because I mean, if you get an elevator, it's not the type of thing you replace, right? So it's just like, all right, that guy's got an elevator.
Like a casual purpose. Hey guys, I bought an elevator last night. You want to help me install it?
Help? Oh my god! There's just delivery, but no installation. God,
delivery to your door.
Just throw it on the pallet jack.
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay, sorry.
All good.
Got distracted.
So, disclaimer: people are going to be mad whether I call it football or soccer. I'm going to call it a little bit of both, based on whether they quote it and what's comfortable to me.
I'm going
to throw in the obnoxious little. I'm going to insult both at the same time because I don't give a shit about calling it soccer or football.
Ball play.
I do have my nerdy insert that calling it soccer predates it being called football because it's a shortening of association football. But that's as far deep as I'm going to go into it, so that I have a little bit of moral high ground when football people get pissy that I call it soccer.
Come into your comment section, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to fire back with that one. So Carlos grew up playing a lot of soccer, and in December 1973, when he's 10 years old, scouts from the big Brazilian football club Botafogo, his favorite team, noticed him playing at a youth team. You're going to recognize a lot of these names as an international soccer fan. You're going to recognize a lot of these.
Okay.
Botafogo?
Botafogo.
Fucking damn it. Sorry. Damn it, dude.
This could be an uphill battle. I'm sorry, boys.
Yeah, get ready to hear a lot of Portuguese names.
No.
So, scouts from Botafogo noticed him playing at a youth game, and he impressed them, and they invited him to a team training camp, and he did well enough to get a spot in their youth club. Along the way, this is where he got his nickname, Carlos Kaiser, because his style of play and his looks were compared to the German World Cup player Franz Beckenbauer, who is known as Der Kaiser.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't a great
No,
let's keep going.
Hold on. We need to know the entire origin of the sport to know. Yeah.
So by 1974, Carlos's mother is getting really pissy. She's demanding to know why Carlos hasn't made the first team yet. And Carlos is an enterprising kid. He's getting by however he can. He's buying flowers a lot of the time, and he's reselling them while he's standing outside of the local cemetery at an upcharge.
Oh.
And so his mother's hostility is always trying to push him forward. It's always coming from an unnecessarily aggressive, misguided attempt to push him to better things. And so
this is the same one that
this is the same one that beat him. Yes, no, not the same. This is the adoptive mother.
Okay, so we got to put adoptive in front of there because I keep thinking that she's just coming back out of the shadows. I'm like, Mom's back again?
No, she is gone. She dropped him off to a stranger and never came back.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have this is some kind of crazy training arc to make him tougher. Drop him off at the age of 1 week
just
with a stranger,
randomly beat him. Hold on, what?
Jesus Christ! All right,
it's a Batman story.
So in 1975, Carlos's adoptive mother, always assume that I'm talking about adoptive mother, threatened him with that if he didn't pass all of his end of year exams, she was going to cancel Christmas.
So that's such a a super villain ass thing to do, but okay.
But I get it. As a parent, you know what? There are times. You know what? I'm gonna put a hole in Santa's sleigh.
That was a very strong piece of leverage you got.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Damn.
So on the last day before exams, Carlos and his friend wake up early, and at 5 a.m. they find a public telephone, call the police station, and issue a bomb threat in the school.
What?
They go to school, and they get told that everyone's being sent home. And so by the time exams happen, Christmas is come and gone. He got to have his Christmas.
All right. Hey, you know what? So this is why this is why you do not motivate your kids like this. All right? don't do this shit because maybe it'll work. All right, and here it is. Here's the results.
So I think that already sets the expectation. Carlos was not the best student, but Carlos found ways to get by.
But he will. Oh my goodness!
I mean, he's pretty fucking resourceful.
Yeah.
Let's be real. I mean,
so later that year, he hears a rumor that the physics teacher is sleeping with a student, and he threatened him, "Hey, I'm gonna expose you if you don't start giving me better grades right fucking now."
okay.
And all of a sudden, Carlos is doing great in physics. Crazy.
Right. Wow.
So this is the origin story of the Peaky Blinders. This is not normal.
I was about to say, like, who's the villain here? You said, like, his mother sounds like a horrible person, but like from what I'm hearing, he's taking after her pretty well right now.
He's still a teenager.
Handled all on his own.
He's still a teenager. We've already got a bomb threat and blackmail on him.
Like, he's bullying, blackmail. Like, this is terrible. Jesus. All
so
right.
He credited his way of living to his rough upbringing. He said, quote, "In Rio, you had to be streetwise. You have to deal with so many things. You either become a scammer or a sucker. You eat or you get eaten. I became very cunning and survived through guile and willpower. I had to fend for myself.
Okay.
You either become what I became or you become a loser."
What the?
One more cliche.
Okay,
Just
Joker.
one.
Like, God.
I think there is some middle ground between calling a bomb threat in the school and becoming a loser.
Yeah. Like, I was about to. Like, he's out here comparing it, all of this, and then the like, as you were saying that, I was just thinking about the bomb. And I'm like, well, where the fuck does that come in, dude? Like, I was like, that's a new one. Like, okay. But that's not a scam, that's... Oh, fuck.
So while Carlos is still a teenager, over the course of 3 months, his mom dies from cirrhosis of the liver and his father has a heart attack. And then he moves in to live with his aunts. So when he's 16, Carlos's friend on Botafogo gets released, and Carlos got pissed and he insulted the head of the club over the move. And so they started looking for any reason to get rid of him. So he knew he was on the way out, and he leveraged a school friendship with the sons of the youth team coach of Flamengo to get a tryout with them. He did not last long on the squad for Flamengo. There was a huge brawl on the pitch during an early game there, and Kaiser got a red card for starting it, and he was thrown out as he was yelling that the referee had the wrong guy. It is possible that the referee had the wrong guy, because this is a time in Brazil where fucking everyone had a mullet.
I was about to say, is this Eddie Shore?
Picture like every person in this story under the age of 40 having a mullet, and you will probably be right more often than not.
God, I hate that so much.
So the
and
coach,
I'm sure he was wearing metal spikes too. The only guy.
So the coach of the Flamengo youth squad, Dita, told him to apologize to their team, and he said, "No, I'm not going to apologize because I didn't do anything." But he did go on a radio show and apologize to the coach, which I think it's crazy that a 16-year-old youth squad member get radio show time, but...
Yeah, what? Okay.
But hey, Brazil is crazy about its soccer.
All right, fine.
Was he that good?
I mean, it's flamenco, so, like, I mean...
I don't know. Whatever.
They're, like, that's another, like, squad that people are crazy about. So I could understand... I could kind of get that, but, like... It is still weird that a 16-year-old kid, I just imagine him just strolling into the fucking, into the radio station like, yo, I need to apologize to my coach, and they just gave him a mic.
So
I feel like they have other methods for that. They really do.
Like, to his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a start.
How else is he going to hear it?
Oh, hey, sorry, bro. Like, oh, okay, cool. No, because then the next time somebody messes up, what do they have to do? Get on TV? Win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to show your dedication to the team? Go to a fucking radio station and apologize that way. That's how you do it.
So, the rest of the team did really like him. He was very popular and charismatic and likable. And between that and the apology to the coach, he was allowed to continue training with the team, even if he wasn't officially on it.
Okay.
But Carlos did take Dita's actions very personally, and he wanted to get back at him. So he started doing things around the clubhouse, like cutting the elastic in his underwear or pouring liquor in his water bottles.
What? Well,
What? There,
And in a case of one of these things is not like the other, he also spread rumors that Dita's sons were gay.
whoa.
okay. So
not him, his sons.
But
What?
things that don't matter for 400, Alex. What?
What's happening?
What? Cut his underwear? What is the combination effect of all these things supposed to be? What?
Fucking with him.
Okay, also
with him, but like he's what? Drunk? His pants fall off? What's going on?
Like, also, I have to know.
Like, oh, by the way, you're gay. Like, what is that? You're gay.
And then
Stop cutting my underwear, you fucking weirdo.
I totally. That's Carlos. That's my third pair this week. What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't even know how you're getting them. Like, which also the other thing. How is he getting them? Like,
yeah.
Is he breaking into his house?
I guess he just left it in the dressing room. I don't know.
No, stop doing that after the first time. Fuck. Damn it. All right.
So occasionally Carlos would still get game time when Flamengo's reserves played against another team's reserves. He didn't get first team time, but when the backups were out there, he would occasionally be there. And so in 1979, he gets a 2-goal game while he's playing against another team. And there were scouts from the Mexican team Puebla there who watch another player, but Carlos impressed them. So they signed him to Puebla, and he was off to go to Mexico. So
Carlos Brazil now to Mexico.
Yep. So Carlos gets to Puebla, and when he gets there, he has a really sore leg, and he tells the team, hey, maybe I should just take a break for a little bit and rest up so I can come back to full strength once I'm healed up. And the team is just like, yeah, sure, you're good. Go for it.
Oh, right.
So by this point, Carlos doesn't love soccer as much as he used to. He kind of fell out of it over the prior years. And by this point, he was in it for the potential money and fame that would give him. Quote, I'd lost interest in football by the time I went to Mexico. I didn't want to play. The reason I was a footballer was because it gave me easier access to women. I wanted to live the glamour of football, but I didn't want to live the routine.
What is happening?
That was a chore for me. I see myself as a positive example, not a negative one.
Okay, that's no. You are not right now. You are not a positive. I don't like.
Just you wait.
Also, yeah. Oh god. Oh, this is like the anti-Eddie Shore. Like this is like this is the hate. This is for the hate of the game. Like
so soon Carlos starts to feel better, and he gets his first scrimmage with Puebla, and so he's playing striker. So he's near the front. He's near the front of the field towards the opposing net. He gets a pass at one point when he's open, breaks by the opposing defense, and he rears up to shoot, and then he collapses to the ground and screams, "Son of a fucking bitch!"
Okay.
And he starts yelling that he tore a muscle in his thigh, and he's just screaming in pain. And over the next couple of weeks, team doctors are doing everything they can to rehab him. They're injecting him with stuff. They're giving him physiotherapy. They're putting him on ice. They give him anti-inflammatories, but nothing's working. Nothing's healing this kid that they think is going to be their future star.
Oh, man.
Eddie Shore.
Nothing is working because there's nothing wrong with him. Carlos just didn't want to play soccer.
I knew it. I knew it. I was like, this is really weird. This is really weird that he's... Oh my god.
It's Mexico in 1979. They do not have advanced enough medical technology to call him on this bluff.
Oh my god.
It's almost 50 years ago in Mexico.
They should have...
So Carlos just keeps saying he's too hurt to play, and the team does not have the ability to call him on it.
And so I don't know much about Puebla. I don't think they're a big club.
He's
big, so they probably don't have the money.
Succeeded in the greatest flop in soccer history.
Yeah, there was no content. There was no contact. He just fucking it didn't do anything for his team either. He just dropped.
He's just been rolling on the ground for weeks.
So one thing that works in his favor a lot is that it's a lot like pro sports culture around here, where like if someone is on an NFL roster and said they were hurt, you'd be like, yeah, I'm sure he's hurt. Who the fuck would get to that level, be that good at it, and not want to play?
Yeah.
This fella, apparently.
Apparently, Carlos later said that he did anything not to play a game.
Holy shit.
Wow.
So,
I mean,
a few months into his tenure at Puebla, Carlos hears the team is thinking of canceling his contract because he hasn't been able to play a single game for them. He's had one scrimmage. So he starts dating the team president's niece.
what?
She's going out with him mostly just because he plays for Puebla. He mostly is just staying with Puebla because he's dating her.
Joke's on you. He doesn't actually play.
He has created a positive feedback loop that allows him to stay with the team and get paid.
Oh my god.
But on the side, he's still having casual flings. He's not really dedicated to her.
Jesus Christ.
And so at the age of 17, he's told that he's going to become a father.
He's 17.
Wow.
The timeline on this is insanity. This all took place in like a year?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So, obviously, not father material, the mother decides to raise the baby on her own. Quote, I didn't see my first son. I wasn't mentally ready to be a father, but she wanted the child and he was born. His name was Pablo. I never really saw him, and I heard later that he died in an earthquake in Mexico City, and the tragedy struck with me.
My god.
So by the time...
This is the story of true narcos. What in the world?
Oh my god.
So by the time Carlos has been with Puebla for 8 months, the team's like, obviously, we can't heal you. Go back to Rio, rehab at home, and when you're ready, come back. The president of Puebla is like, I don't know about this. You're dating my niece when you're part of the team. We want you here. And so Carlos gives him a spiel about, I miss my homeland. I want to go back home. And my aunt is very sick, so I got to go see my sick aunt. No. And the team president buys him a first-class ticket home.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He just missed his beatings, obviously.
Man.
So he goes back to Brazil and he starts he starts hanging around the club America RJ with his friend Mauricio, who is one of the stars of the club.
Mauricio.
And
okay, so
that is the name.
So he starts. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so he's cheating on his girlfriend, and he's also cheating on the club. This is great. Perfect. Awesome.
So he goes and hangs around America RJ, and he starts chatting everyone up about what a fucking big shot he was playing with Puebla. He's like, I played like 26 games and I scored 24 goals. I was the main guy on that team.
Oh, the internet helps us so much with moments like this.
Because, yeah.
I'll only take out my fancy...
Like, Marcus, you know the clubs that he played for in Brazil. You don't know the one he plays in Mexico. It's the same thing for the clubs in Brazil. They have no reason to give a fuck about Puebla.
Yeah.
Even if they did have the internet, they don't give a shit about this team. It's so far beneath them.
Oh, no.
Puebla, but they're also like, what, bro? Town, move on. What a shitty name.
Yeah. Is he hustling backwards here? This is gonna be really funny. Let's see I want to see how they take this here.
So this is how he convinces a nightclub owner in Rio to start paying him to do PR because he was such a big star in Mexico.
Okay.
And so for about 3 years, Carlos just keeps bouncing back and forth between Puebla and Rio before he eventually leaves Puebla. In his words, quote, I felt no obligation to Puebla whatsoever.
They're paying
Obviously.
What?
So Carlos didn't like Puebla because the town was too small, the nightlife was very weak, and
they had ugly girls. Okay.
So he preferred being in Rio. And he's hanging around America RJ, he's chatting up everyone in the field, and once in a while he'll participate in a training exercise just to give himself some kind of legitimacy.
Oh my god, this guy sucks.
And eventually, people start to get suspicious of his eternal, never-ending injury.
Oh, eventually?
This motherfucker, he might as well have gangrene on his fucking leg. What the fuck? He hasn't fucking played. He's had like the eternal hamstring injury for 3 years.
So Carlos brings them proof that there is something wrong with him. He brings them a note from his dentist saying that he's suffering from Charcot.
No, we're back to dentist.
You!
No way.
You!
I didn't even think about that while writing this.
Fuck
you! No way.
So he shows the club a note from his dentist explaining he's suffering from Charcot-Marie tooth disease, a rare neurological disorder. It is
What?
a real disease. It is a real disease, and it affects the brain's ability to send signals to the body. To quote Carlos here, pure lies. I had a friend who was a dentist. He wrote it on official headed paper for me. My teeth were fine, and so were my muscles.
Again, right? This is before the internet. You had to work for this one.
Yeah.
There's no Google obscure tooth disease that makes my leg do weird shit. No.
It's like, well, that's an
This is
official
somebody
dentist
very
note.
Very dentist.
Fucking dentist, bro.
So, meanwhile, Carlos is constantly going to team doctors like, do anything, please, you gotta get me back out there.
Fuck you, dude.
At one point, they put him on regular groin injections of corticoid.
Whoa,
And-
yeah, okay.
And it does not agree with him. In 6 months, he gains 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then he gives them a note from his dentist that says, never put him on corticoid.
What is the dentist doing here?
Being his friend.
Dentist, your teeth.
He
It's
just
not a dick doctor. What are we doing? I'm sorry, no. That's not even the right place.
So the one thing Carlos actually has going for him this whole time is that he's in good enough shape to sell himself as an athlete on looks. So he goes on a crazy fucking diet in order to lose those 30 pounds. He has to do that.
You can't do that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And this we're gonna talk about his diet for a little bit because Carlos was known for having a crazy extreme diet even for an athlete. One of the things,
Yeah, ask his dentist.
to recover from his corticoid injections, he ate almost exclusively a salad of chopped lettuce, tomato, cream cheese, Parmesan, and shredded chicken.
Wow.
He had a phase where he pretty much only drank protein shakes and didn't really eat anything. And a lot of the time, even if other people were offering to pay for him for a meal, he was just ordering water. He had one phase where a teammate recalled giving him a ride home hundreds of times, and every time, quote, he would buy a 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke and a pack of biscuits. The bottle would go up and it would not come down until it was empty.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah. I would love to buy lunch for this
liter
dude.
of Diet Coke and like are you
No,
like
that's-
saltines?
Bro. Yeah, that's like he's eating hardtack from fucking.
You know that it's fine because that's right. That's low calorie, but the diet.
Diet Coke less so.
Diet
like them-
Coke, I feel like that's a cardinal sin in athletes to say let's
Yeah.
just load ourselves full of I don't even know what this is made of.
Well, I mean, the funny thing is, this is all in the pursuit of a scam. Like he's doing all of this to not play. He just needs to look. He just needs to look like he can play.
I'm an athlete, bro. I swear. I
Like,
swear.
it's so as
My
he's chugging like a
knows it,
Diet
bro.
Coke.
My dentist knows it, bro.
And
Yeah,
so
fuck.
a lot of the time when Carlos is eating, he's known for just absolutely pounding food down when he can get it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
There's a lot of
Get
time
it.
people would like take pictures of like members of the team while they're hanging out, and you would see like a few players in front, like arms around each other, and in the background you just see Carlos stuffing his face with food. He had a teammate,
That's
Alexander
funny.
Couteau, who recalled inviting him over for Christmas one year. Quote, my mom made a big turkey. Everyone finished eating, and then Kaiser cleaned up the leftovers. My mom was in shock. She liked him, but after that, she said, that's it. He's not coming again. That was supposed to be
come
going in the Tupperware.
Oh my god.
Carlos was known for regularly partying on Copacabana Beach, where a lot of Brazil's star players would gather up, and they'd play some informal games. He was known for wearing nothing but aviators and Speedos that were a size too small.
Oh,
God.
Quote, with
No.
my beautiful legs, what else would I do?
precisely. No, thank you. Like,
he's marketing himself. Okay?
I'm sorry. This man lives and dies by his crotch, apparently.
I mean, yeah,
So this is where he made a lot of friendships that would end up greasing the wheels for him over the course of the coming
this
years.
is gonna get worse. Oh, okay.
One of his friends was the captain of Brazil's 1970 World Cup team, Carlos Alberto Torres.
Mm.
And one of the
Okay.
people that he met, probably the most influential person in his career, was the star player Renato Gaucho. Quote, we were both born in Porto Alegre. We both enjoyed the same things, had the same sense of humor. We were both womanizers. We were like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They also had the same mullet. One night, Renato Gaucho is going to a nightclub, and he tells the bouncer that the owner invited him earlier in the day. It's like 3 a.m. The owner might not still be expecting him, but he did extend the invite earlier. He tells the bouncer, I'm Renato Gaucho. And the bouncer goes, do you think I look like an idiot? You can't fool me.
What?
And Gaucho's like, what? I mean, okay, well, at least can you let the owner know I'm here? And the bouncer goes, you're not fooling me, and I'm not calling him because Renato Gaucho is already in there. I'm not an idiot.
Oh my God.
You might look like him, but you're not coming in.
Oh my God.
And they talk it out, and Gaucho's like, can you at least let me see this Renato Gaucho? And he's walked in, pointed to the VIP section, and he sees Carlos Kaiser surrounded by women.
Oh my God.
Because it turns out the two look very similar, and Carlos is constantly making use of Gaucho's person. I
love that. Okay, I was about to say, like, unintentionally scamming his friend is really funny. Just another side quest to his scam game is to just scam and impersonate his friend to get girls. It's insane.
So Gaucho, for his part, just laughs and leaves the club. He thought it was really funny that Carlos could keep getting away with this.
Okay. What a great sense of humor.
What?
He says, if the guy's doing well, let him. Unless he's stealing or attacking somebody, let him do well out of it.
All right, so we had a line. Okay, good.
So throughout his relationships with the soccer world, Carlos was constantly finding out that there were informal practice sessions going on called kickabouts. And that was where he was using his athleticism to impress scouts. One of his future teammates said that when he did actually play soccer, he could go 25 to 30 minutes without touching the ball. If the ball was on the right, he was on the left. If the ball was on the left, he was on the right. And if the ball was at midfield, he was on defense.
What is happening here?
He's a striker.
Yeah.
He's not like that's
he's a traffic cone.
He specifically not his job to play defense. Nobody noticed what was going on? Like, wow, that's oh my God.
He's a two-way player, a real jack of all trades.
Really?
Play whatever
Stress on
way
the master of none.
Going, I'm going the opposite.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's really good with the ball not on his foot. He really needs to be, really facilitates play.
So in 1984, he winds up training with the club Fluminense. And initially, he's worried that people have heard about his injury issues with Puebla or America RJ, and he thinks they're going to have him on a tight leash. But nobody ever brings it up. Nobody ever says anything about it.
Oh so, God. This is
like we brought up, the internet would have helped a lot here, but without it, they didn't really have any ways to call him on this.
They literally had phones.
But the Brazilian clubs literally do not give a fuck about Pueblo. It's beneath them. In so many ways.
I get that, but this is fluid. Okay, so the other Brazilian clubs that you've that you've been talking about,
here's a question. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What stops me in the 1970s or 80s? What stops me from going down to Brazil, being slightly in shape and saying, yes, I can soccer? Because what did he not try out? Did they not see that he's a bum? Oh, I've got a busted leg. Okay, let's validate that. Tell me how he got on these teams.
He hasn't even played a game.
He hasn't
played a fucking game. He's Flu.
He's played a few minutes of a few scrimmages.
Dude, okay. To put this in, Flu is they are top flight. They are a top flight club in Brazil. They're huge. They play in a stadium that fits 80,000 fucking people or whatever, something around there. What the fuck? That a club that big signed him without seeing him play a fucking game? What's going on?
He was just training with them. They didn't sign him. He was just training with them.
Okay, all right. That makes it a little better. Okay. No, not really. Actually, no, not mine. No, it doesn't. Yeah, thank you.
Taking baths in the nearby river? How has this man even been paid at this point?
Oh my God.
We'll get there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he's at his first training camp with Fluminense, and he takes it easy in the pitch. He's just trying to find himself in good positioning without the ball. Whenever he gets it, he just makes a low-risk, safe pass to whoever's nearby.
All right, at least
And
he's
then-
actually like playing
Oh,
football.
can pass.
And then at
All
one
right.
point,
I was about to
he
say.
breaks into a
Step
sprint and then
one.
collapses to the ground, clutching his leg.
Oh no!
And he screams, "My first injury since I was 15!"
What are you talking? What the fuck up?
Scripted bullshit.
How old is he now?
He's 16.
1984.
Yeah, but fucking
At this point, he's 21.
you
My first
motherfucker.
injury
That was
since the last time I used this excuse.
He also
Oh my
yells, "I've
God.
supported Fluminense all my life, and this happens on the first day of training."
wow. That's really specific that he's screaming that on the ground.
So weird.
Man,
Remember, grew up a Botafogo fan.
Remember, definitely also has the chops to write anime. Like,
oh God.
So poor Carlos is kept off the pitch, and they invite him to rehab with the club and train again when he's ready.
Stop being so nice to this guy. What the fuck?
So one of the ways that Carlos makes up for his lack of playing time, he's a very charismatic team player, strong air quotes on player. He's kind of a fixer almost for them. He runs errands. He brings them women. There's an instance when like one of his teammates gets into a bar fight.
he's their
he
pimp.
takes the fall for it. He is kind of a pimp, yeah. So eventually, though, Fluminense lets him go because he was not with
Thank
them
God.
officially. He's not on a
All right.
contract, and if he's just an injured guy who is there on no contract,
He's not-
he-
yeah.
he's just some guy. To them, he's
Yeah.
just some guy.
Okay, that's good news at least.
See, a lot of the time, Carlos is not officially with a club in any way. He's just on informal training stints. But he uses this to boost his legitimacy, because he takes pictures of himself. He has pictures of himself in a Fluminense jersey on the Fluminense field with the Fluminense players. He gets an official Fluminense team ID card for being there to get into the arena.
My God.
And so he'll like find himself with fans or a reporter or something and be like, "See, here's me at Fluminense with all the Fluminense players. Here's my team ID card to show that I'm part of the team." Maybe he'd like do this to talk himself up to a reporter.
one roster. One roster.
No, he would have this for Botafogo. He would have this for Puebla. He'd have this for every club he was with, and he'd just keep them.
Right? They have printers back then, right? You can print the goddamn roster.
But here's the thing. Even
But you
if
can't
been-
print the
like, you've been-
pictures.
Yeah, right? So, I mean, you can't print. What I'm saying is, like, he is literally, like, he's doing a fake it till you make it scam.
Yeah.
Now,
He's literally never. You know,
Well,
Like,
I
he's
mean-
not claiming to be like the number one guy in the club most of the time, unless he's like talking to like an uneducated person.
he's the
But, like,
goddamn mascot.
But like, imagine if like there was some guy who was like, "Hey, here's a picture of me with Alex Ovechkin and Nicholas Backstrom in like 2010 on the ice of the
And-
Capitals arena.
yeah.
Here's my
And you
official
have the jer-
Washington
yeah.
Capitals team ID card. Do you remember the roster well enough to say for sure he was not on that team against that proof?"
Yes. Yes.
well, wait, okay.
Absolutely.
But see, he's doing this to, just random women. So, like, whatever, right?
And
They may
like
not
team
know.
presidents and shit.
Well, okay, well, that one I don't even, I can't really explain that. I was, you kind of derailed my argument there, but all right,
So-
fine.
No, because
Fuck.
like I'm an adult because I stood on the ice. Like that's nice.
Fuck.
So, as you said, Marcus, Fluminense, one of the biggest clubs in Brazilian soccer.
Yes.
And Carlos has managed to put himself on this roster in the eyes of many. And so when they win the championship of Brazil in 1984, for his purposes, Carlos has effectively become a national championship soccer player.
Oh my God.
So after
my
winning the
God.
Legs have
championship,
never worked once.
Carlos goes to the
Yes,
Studio
it's
C
okay.
nightclub with Copacabana with a couple of his teammates, Tato and Bronco. Since he's
Okay.
only unofficially with the team, they're not paying him. So Carlos tries to make money another way, and he uses his charisma. He tells Tato, "I bet you $100 I can get a date with any woman in this building." And so Tato points a woman out to him. He walks over and asks her,
Tato.
"Hey, do you watch this football highlight show?" And she goes, "No, but my brother loves Flamengo," which is when Carlos produces his official Team Flamengo ID card.
God.
He tells her he's been with the team 3 years and he played on the World Cup team in 1982.
What?
They end up going on a couple of dates. He gets his money, and eventually she asks him to meet her family, and that's when he goes, "Oh, I'm moving to Italy to play soccer there."
You motherfucker. Fine. Whatever.
As I'm sure you could tell at this point, most of Carlos's time off the pitch is just spent flirting with people.
Yeah, I mean, what else is he doing this for?
Quote,
Really?
I played football because it gave me easier access to women. Everything I did was connected to sex. I have no other hobbies.
That's crazy. That's fucking insane.
It's just.
Oh my god, he's just fucking
There are
his way through
so
Brazil.
many better ways.
Is there though? Like, honestly, he hasn't played a single fucking game.
He could just be a normal dude.
But
he has put so much effort into literally having like spy level multiple
but he is
IDs
achieving the
that
lifestyle
put
of his dreams.
yeah, like he's playing playing soccer without playing soccer, dude. This is like, for him, this is amazing. He literally gets to go hang out with the best players in Brazil, right? And he gets whoever, like, he gets whatever lady he wants. He is living the life for him. This is it. Remember, his only hobby, according to him,
His
is
only
fucking.
hobby is sex.
So, yeah, like, this is it.
But
like,
the trade-off is that you just have to, like, you have to sit through all of the athletic crap
and not do it,
that you do as a professional player. It's so boring.
But he doesn't actually do it.
But he's in the
though,
stands chatting up women the whole time. That's what he wants to do.
How can
Like,
he?
Listen. Remember, they said when the ball was on the right side of the field, he's on the left. All right. When they're attacking, he's playing defense. So we're good. He hasn't done anything. He's fine.
So
you're right.
So as said, Carlos is not getting paid for a lot of this.
So okay.
He's got to find ways to get money however he can.
That's a little bit of a problem, I will say.
So one of his things he'd like to do is he'd like go to a restaurant owner and he'd go, "Hey, I can bring by this super famous Brazilian player in exchange for a free meal." And then he'd like go out to dinner with one of his soccer friends. Sometimes he would get a favor in exchange for arranging an interview.
Wow.
One of the plays that he liked to do a lot.
He's a pimp.
One of the plays he'd like to do a lot is he'd go out to dinner with some teammates, and then he would like pull out like his team credit card and be like, "Oh, they didn't activate my card. Oh man, I can't pay for this. I'm sorry. I can't believe they didn't turn my card on."
And let me guess, they'll be like, "You're good for it."
And you do this more than 0 times, and they believe you.
I was about to say, like, you have to go to a different restaurant each time, right? There's no way that.
Oh, gee willikers.
He did this on a date a few times.
What?
And, like,
So
got the girl to
he
pay.
made his date pay?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's
Holy
that's
shit.
fine.
There was one time that he got free board indefinitely at a hotel because he convinced the owner he played for his favorite team. Another play that he really liked, he would carry a checkbook with just one more check left in it, and then he'd accidentally rip it or sign it wrong. Man, I don't have any more checks. I'm sorry, I can't.
50 checks in a checkbook, bro.
Yeah, like he's like getting a checkbook and just ripping everything out except one.
This is a lot. All right, we are going into like, this is a lot of work, guys. Like, this is
so much like
this is
the guy. What was it? Well, Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
Like, at least he got to fly the fucking plane.
I didn't know where to insert that in the script. That's his favorite movie.
Oh my god.
Frank fucking would be. It would be. This is what I aspire to be. Golly. That's not even a setup. For anybody listening, it's not a setup. I'm just angry now.
So after Fluminense, Carlos is actually kind of in rough shape from not getting paid.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And he needs to stoop so low as to get a real job.
Oh, finally. Oh my god.
So he
He's
gets
selling concessions.
He gets work at a solicitor's firm, and that doesn't last long because eventually he falls asleep in the bathroom and they have to bust the door down to get to him.
What?
Then he goes to work in a clothing store, and he's mostly just chatting up girls the whole time.
Motherfucker, dude.
So, in July 1984, Carlos arranged a threesome.
What?
Okay.
One of the participants is the director of the Argentinian team, Independiente.
Dude, no.
Another big name club?
I know where this is. I know where this better not go.
So, Independiente wins the Copa Libertadores, and they qualify to play Liverpool FC in Tokyo. And Carlos gives the director a call.
No.
And he cashes in a favor on arranging the threesome.
No!
And says he's been a lifelong Independiente fan, provides his credentials from all the other teams he was a star at, and gets a quick short-term contract.
Okay, all right. It's just a short term. It's fine. It's fine.
Quote, I didn't play one game. I didn't kick one ball.
Of course.
I didn't score one goal. I told them I had a problem with the back of my thigh. They had to put another center forward in the team instead of me. Don't ask me to lie and say that I played because I never played. No, we didn't think you did, man. You don't have to get defensive about it.
Yeah, hold on, yeah.
This wasn't the story.
I feel like when this gets published, when this guy starts talking, like, there have got to be death crews.
Yeah,
death crews.
Yeah, somebody.
With his name is the only one on the list.
Oh my god.
He has bamboozled
some really
like
powerful
half
people.
the country.
Independiente isn't in. I don't think they're in top flight. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they were at the time. It doesn't matter because, like, even if you're
good
not
enough to
top
match
flight,
up against Liverpool in Tokyo.
Yeah, like, also, it doesn't even matter because Brazil is crazy about soccer. So it doesn't matter what level he's on. He's still playing for a team, a professional team. So it doesn't matter. He's still, like, this is ridiculous. So how old is he now, by the way, at this point in the story?
1984. I think he's still 21.
Dude, the timeline of this is insane. Dude, it is literally one line of scams. This is crazy. Holy shit.
So Independiente wins the Intercontinental Cup 1-0, and Carlos becomes a champion again.
Oh my god.
But a cool note, this actually did kind of work out for Independiente because the one goal was scored by the person they had to sign to replace him. There was one other thing that added to the reputation of Carlos Kaiser, a.k.a. Carlos Henrique Raposa, and that's that there was a player on the team called Carlos Henrique, who he took credit for.
What?
Wait, how?
Because he's like, my name is Carlos Henrique Raposa. That's Carlos Henrique. That's me. I played in that game.
Oh, that's okay. So when you said Independiente, I was like, is this a club that I don't know in Brazil? No, you mean fucking Atletico Independiente. That's fucking, is that Argentina you're talking about?
Argentina, yes.
Okay, I missed that when you said Argentina. No, they're in fucking Primera, dude. So yeah, they are top flight. What the fuck? How did he? Whatever.
Well, he got that one by arranging a threesome. We know that.
Yeah, the power of
whatever.
You know what?
Fine.
Listen, of all the things he has some goddamn practice in.
Like, well, that's the other thing. Nobody's, like, none of these clubs are talking to each other. None of them are fucking like, hey, man, we got this player from your team. Like, how was he or anything like that? No. None of them are doing any of that. They're just, oh my god.
Quote Carlos, I watched the game from the stands. I wasn't even on the team sheet, but I would say that I was a champion. It's like Ronaldo in 1994. He won the World Cup despite sitting on the bench. It made me happy because I came back to Brazil and everybody thought I was a World and Libertadores champion.
What the No, that's not how dare you fucking compare yourself to what the fuck? What?
So after the championship in Tokyo, Carlos spends about 2 weeks in Buenos Aires, and you can guess how he spent his time. Quote,
all right.
My life was the nightlife of Buenos Aires. There were 800 nightclubs. You could be sure I went to at least half of them.
Oh my god.
Which 400 nightclubs in 2 weeks is crazy even for him.
I don't even think there's enough time.
If you don't sleep, fine.
The amount of crack that he must have been.
So, as always, Carlos had to move before people caught on. Quote, if I had to symbolically kill my grandma not to play, I would kill her.
Oh my god.
I would get a call saying my grandma died and I needed to return to Brazil immediately for her funeral. Over the course of his career, Carlos would kill his grandma 4 times.
Oh my god. He's the guy.
Wow.
He's the guy he's the kid in class who keeps saying that his grandma dies, so he doesn't have to come to class the next day.
His dog ate his grandma kind of shit, yeah.
Shit, dude.
So in early 1985, Carlos is 22 now, just to place it. Carlos finds himself looking for a move to the Brazilian club Bangu, and he's negotiating with the club owner, Dr. Castor de Andrade. When all of a sudden, two women start seducing them. Oh my god! And over this totally random, not entirely coincidental double seduction, Carlos and Castor become friends, and Carlos gets a new contract, and Bangu starts paying him.
Oh, so this time he's actually getting paid. Okay.
He's getting paid for this, and this is a legit contract. And so this is where we're going to take a side quest. Doctor has a double meaning for the man known as Dr. Castor de Andrade.
Huh?
He never got his doctorate in law, but in Brazil, doctor is a title that covers lawyers, like an esquire or something like that.
Okay, esquire, yeah, all right.
He went to law school to follow after his father, and he ended up inheriting his father's successful law firm. And why I say successful law firm, I mean Castor was like friends with the president of FIFA and buying local politicians. And there was a Bangu reporter that said he was lighting cigars off $100 bills.
Okay, he's another villain. So we got another comic book villain here.
The other meaning in Brazil for doctor is that of a mafia boss.
Yeah, there you go. So it was the Peaky Blinders, just in Argentina.
So there's a guy, Marco Antonio, who played for Bangu at one point. And
Marco Antonio.
And he is, during the season, he's completely out for injury all the time. He's having really rough luck with it. And so Castor pulls out a gun and starts shooting at Antonio's feet.
What?
So Antonio jumps, and Castor laughs and says, "See, you're fine. You can play the next game."
Holy shit. Holy shit.
That's about right.
Bro, comic book villain. What the fuck?
No, that's right.
Castor was a big fan of flashing his gun at players, especially the injured ones.
Oh my god.
There was another time that there were two Bangu players, Rubens Feijão, and again, Marco Antonio, who he made them train naked.
What?
And during training, he would...
Training naked.
Yeah. And then during training, everyone would have to kiss his ring. But if you told him a sad story, like, oh, my car broke down, or oh, my family's sick, he would just give you a briefcase full of money.
What is happening?
It's a mob boss with too much money who doesn't give a fuck about things.
He really doesn't.
A player from Bangu's youth squad recalls that everybody who played for Bangu under Dr. Castor was afraid of him. A player would go onto the pitch shitting himself that if he messed up, Dr. Castor would confront him in the dressing room. He has a good side, too. If you played well or scored a goal, he would send you to a showroom and let you pick a car. But any player who said they weren't afraid of Dr. Castor would be lying.
What?
Castor used Bangu as one of his methods of money laundering for local crime bosses.
Is it really Bangu? It makes me think of like Bing Bong, man.
They're real.
And so, obviously, with this kind of guy, there are rumors that he has killed hundreds of men.
I mean...
And a local Brazilian celebrity asked him about the rumors that he kills people, and he responded, "Get this in your head. Only people that deserve it get killed."
Oh, that's great.
That's not the answer I wanted.
That's a yes in scary language.
Okay. That's not the answer I wanted. I'm not.
So, this is the new boss of Carlos Kaiser.
Okay.
He shoots at fakers. Okay.
Yep.
And they fucking love each other.
Of course they do.
Quote, right, Castor liked me because I wasn't afraid to speak in my mind to him. Okay. I wasn't scared of him. I treated him like an equal. He treated me like I was his son. If you're scared of Castor, that's your problem.
What?
Those guys like rogues. They like cunning guys who are cheeky and tell it to him straight. That's how you deal with them. And so players would show up to practice, and they'd hear laughter from Castor's office, which is him and Carlos in there. They would lead practice and just hear them laughing in the office. Carlos figures that for the good vibes he's contributing, the amount of money his salary is just fucking nothing to Castor. They're going to clubs all the time together, and they're womanizing together. And Carlos said that his father taught him man's greatest skill was listening, so he was smart enough to shut the fuck up around a mafia boss.
I mean, yeah. He's I'm sorry, this man is a pimp. That's it.
So as I'm sure you can figure, Bangu is a fucking insane place to be a soccer player. There's a point when the team director and coach got in a fist fight over someone stealing a Playboy magazine.
What?
And Castor probably bribed refs.
Oh.
There was a time that Castor and his men chased a ref around the pitch and then beat the shit out of him when they caught up.
Huh?
And Castor was like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just yelling to the ref to not run away and making sure he heard me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Quote, as I approached him shouting, don't leave the pitch, he might have thought I was trying to attack him, so he ran off.
Yo, why do you think that? Why? What? Okay, so you made the connection yourself, right? That you think that he might have been afraid of you because you were chasing him around, yelling at him. And then what did you do when you caught up to him, Carlos?
He said the footage shows the carnage, but I didn't see anything.
What are you... That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's on camera. What the fuck are you going to do about it?
Alright, so yeah, I was about to say... Okay, so you're just, at that point, you're just daring them to actually fucking ban him. Okay, fine. Whatever. Oh my god.
So Carlos puts his talking talents to use and is basically made the unofficial spokesman for Bangu and does all the team's interviews.
Okay, so wait a minute. Is he also not... Is he playing?
No, obviously not.
Of course not. Why did I even ask that? My bad. Fucking...
Quote, I became the team's marketing department. I raised Bangu's profile in the press. If you gave me 1 minute to talk, I'd talk for 10. And he kept telling the press, I'm coming back from injury in just a few weeks. And when that happens, all the big clubs are in real deep trouble.
Yeah, a few weeks and a couple years. Yeah.
At one point, someone asked Castor why Carlos is doing all the talking. And Castor just says, Kaiser's the man.
Wow. I mean, if you hired him to do PR, then yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to talk for me.
I don't understand this.
In September 1985, Brazil wins the Under-20 World Cup, and the winning goal is scored by a defender named Henrique. And he takes credit for it, even though he's not under 20 anymore.
What the fuck? What?
It's just the latest in a series of reports, recordings, and videos of similar named players of high repute that Carlos Kaiser claimed to be. Reports of any kind worked. There were some reports that said, like, yeah, Carlos Henrique played like absolute garbage, and he would still take that clipping because it provides him legitimacy as a pro player. There was a time that he bribed a kid with a bottle of Coke to get other kids to chant his name at practice to make it look like he was famous. And he was getting louder cheers than some of his teammates who actually played.
Dude, this is... like...
Just a hustler through and through.
I mean,
you're putting so much effort into this.
This is really, yeah, this is a lot, dude. Like, this is so much.
Like, you could just play the goddamn game.
I mean, not at this point though, because it's been too long.
I mean, at this point he's washed. But like, what? Yeah. Like, he's actually scrapbooking other random people to make a backstory. Like, what?
Holy shit! No, okay. It is truly incredible how no one has done any fact checking whatsoever on this man, and no fact checking whatsoever.
He has built up a pretty impressive resume, to be honest,
dude. Yeah, like this is incredible. And like the bigger he gets, the worse it should be for him. But nothing has happened. Nothing. Oh god.
So things are great for Carlos at Bangu. He's having the time of his life.
I mean, yeah.
But the more he and Castor bond, the more Castor really wants to see Carlos play.
I was about to say, like, man, I really want to see you play, man. Yeah, you know, it's glad that you're
healthy one of these days. The incurable leg.
So at one point, he gets cleared to run in practice, but he refuses to train. And Castor is like, you need to fucking tell me why.
Yeah.
And Carlos tells him, well, when I was in Arabia...
Oh, no.
Arabia. That's
Bro,
a place on the map.
It was so
Okay,
hot that we
fucking
trained in
Prince
the
Aladdin.
evening. Come on, doctor. 40 degrees Celsius, 104 Fahrenheit is subhuman. And he gets Castor to agree to change the training time.
What? Whatever.
So one Sunday morning, it's 4 a.m., Carlos is out clubbing. And he's with a woman, and he gets a phone call from the team coach.
Mhm.
And the coach tells him, boss man wants you on the bench today.
Oh.
And Carlos is like, it's 4 a.m. I've been out all night. I'm fucked up, man. I can't play tonight. And the coach is like, don't worry. I'm not going to put you in the game. You don't have to play. But when the boss says you're going on the bench, you're going on the bench. I'm not getting my kneecaps busted over this shit.
I was about to say, like, you need to just do it.
Yeah, okay. At least we're honest. We're talking about the right thing.
Yeah.
So Carlos shuffles into the hotel while everyone else is waking up.
Oh my god.
So it gets to game time. They're in the dressing room, and Carlos starts talking mad shit. He's saying, I'm going to score 3 goals and go right back
Shut
to the
up.
club.
Shut up.
Game starts. He's on the bench, and he keeps nodding off and almost falling asleep, and then
I was
waking up
gonna-
when the crowd cheers.
Oh my god, I was gonna joke about that. I actually didn't think he was gonna, like, fall asleep. Wait, really? Oh my god.
And so Bangu goes down 2-0. Game's getting near the end, and the coach gets a call on his walkie-talkie from Dr. Castor de Andrade saying, put the big man on, stick him up front so he scores.
Oh no!
And Carlos is told the news, and he starts to panic.
Yeah, okay, now yeah.
He's jogging around trying to warm up, and he is desperately looking for a way out. When a
Oh, you
fan,
busted, bitch.
when a fan yells at him and calls him a long-haired F-slur. So Carlos climbs the barrier and starts throwing hands.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, like, this is the one time I support what he's, but, like, also, like, are you kidding me? Fucking
Jeez.
another,
Jeez.
no, bro.
He's gonna go get his ass beat to protect his legacy.
He's getting his ass beat so that a mob boss doesn't shoot him in the face.
I was gonna say, like, well, he might still shoot him in the face after this, so.
So, the brawl gets so big, the game gets paused.
Holy shit!
Carlos squirms his way out of the melee. Ref gives him a red card because obviously, and Carlos starts going, come on, man, you can't throw me out. I didn't start this.
Yes, you did. You literally did.
We're still recycling lines, too.
So Carlos goes into the dressing room. The rest of Bangu files into the dressing room, and one of Carlos's teammates tells him, man, you are fucked. What have you done? Doctor's gonna kill you.
This is fucking the end. Like, this is like the end of the Anchorman fight. Fucking, like, well, that escalated quickly. Like, what the...
So Dr. Castor de Andrade walks into the dressing room with 2 bodyguards. And Carlos sees that he is holding a gun. Like not in his hand, like in his waistline, but still.
All right.
And so Carlos knows he has to make the first move.
Okay.
Quote, Doctor, please allow me to say something. God took both my parents away when I was 13 years old, but he gave me another father, you.
Oh.
When those bastard fans accused you of being a crook, I lost it and went for them.
What?
They are not real Bangu fans. I should have taken all those fuckers out.
What?
I know I let the club down, but I'd do it again. Don't worry, my contract is up in a week and I'll be off. And so there's a long silence in the club and everyone's waiting to see what happens. And Castor walks up to Carlos and whispers in his ear, you're a good boy, Carlos.
What?
What crackhead shit is this?
No way. No way, dude. No way, dude.
The way Carlos recalls it is, quote, he grabbed me by the nape of my neck, kissed me, and invited me to travel.
No.
Which is an interesting way to put it.
I don't believe him.
No way.
I don't
so
believe that.
the fallout from this is that Carlos gets his contract extended by 6 months.
Never mind, I believe him.
And his pay gets doubled.
Fine. Okay, yep, no, he did. So he did. Okay. I can't believe this shit, dude.
So Carlos does know that he needs to get the fuck out of Bangu before this happens again.
Absolutely, yeah, he has to go.
So he hears that the Corsican club, Ajaccio, is going to sign a Brazilian player. And he starts working his charms on Fabio Barros. And Fabinho... Yeah?
I was gonna say, is the owner of Bangu gonna let him go? Cause like, does he know that he's looking for other employment here? Cause like,
I don't know.
I mean, all right, fine.
So Fabinho suggests to Ajaccio that they sign Carlos, and Carlos spends a lot on airfare to send VHSs of some of his best goals.
Motherfucker.
And so a few months later, he gets signed to Ajaccio.
Oh I can't believe this.
He flies to
Oh my
Europe,
God.
gets to Corsica, and immediately sucks up to his new manager, Mancini, to give himself job security.
I can't believe this.
So one player talked about how he'd slip around from place to place. Quote, "We liked him so much that we played along with his stories. After 2 or 3 months, he would just vanish, and when he did, everybody missed him. Then about 6 months later, he'd come back saying, I've been at this club, I've been in France, I was in Portugal, and nobody believed him. But then he'd show us newspaper articles or club ID cards to prove it. And then after a while, he'd vanish again. Then I'd be watching TV and a club would be presenting a new player. Quote, the new signing, Kaiser."
Dude. This is
Sometimes-
crazy. Like,
He's played for 145 clubs.
For 0 minutes.
He literally has not played a game. He literally has not. Like,
He's peaked at like a half hour of bench time.
Unbelievable.
So,
He's
and
been-
Ajaccio, he keeps bragging that he played in France, but bought out his own contract so he could go home to Brazil.
What? That's okay.
And that was the story that got him to train at Vasco da Gama.
God damn it, he's on Vasco! That's what the fuck?
See, the best part is I know nothing about soccer. and
Another
your
top flight
reaction,
Brazilian.
your reaction
Another
makes
one.
it seem even more ridiculous.
Dude, this is another top flight Brazilian club again. What the fuck?
He got out of
You're not-
Ajaccio with the same play that he did in Puebla, where he just didn't get better. He's like, let me just go home and I'll recover there. I'll do better there.
What do you mean?
And so Ajaccio's paying him to train elsewhere, like Puebla was.
Oh my god.
So,
So dumb.
now his resume has appearances from the top 4 clubs in Brazil and several championships.
Oh my god.
And then, as always, he stays
And
for a few
still
months and he
0
bounces.
playtime.
Oh,
Now he tries out for, at the time, the biggest club in Brazil, Palmeiras.
bro. No, he didn't get signed. There's no way, right?
So he shows up, and the team president's away on business, so he can't schmooze him.
Okay,
And so he's
Okay.
training, and he asks a defender on the team what he makes in a week, and says, hey, in the first minute, if you slide tackle me really hard, I'll double your weekly pay this week.
good. Oh my god.
And so he gets slide tackled in the first minute, and Carlos starts screaming about a torn ligament in his ankle. Carlos figures, I'll just play this until the team president comes back, and I'll work my usual charms on him. But some of the Palmeiras fans actually knew about his deal.
All right, thank you. Somebody actually thank you. All right, okay.
And so
Thank
they come to his
you.
hotel, and they tell him, if you don't leave Sao Paulo right now, you will for sure be too hurt to play.
Oh shit.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there's okay. Now we're getting now. Here we go. All right. Here's the
Now,
yeah. Here's the crazy. Here's the
now we're getting on the downwind.
All right.
I like this.
So Carlos gets the fuck out of Sao Paulo.
All right. Good. All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, please.
So he bounces around a few teams while Ajaccio's paying him,
Oh,
including
fuck.
he goes back to Fluminense.
What?
I don't know how he manages to do that.
Did they like not ask any questions?
Like, they're under new management at the time, but still.
All right.
He keeps working as basically a fixer for the team. He organizes parties and get-togethers from under management's noses that they didn't want the players to do. Quote, the players didn't need to go to the theme park. I would bring it to them. There are serious players like Alexander Torres and Bebeto, but all the rest played for Kaiser FC. I think KFC in America was named after me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
What the
likely
fuck?
not true, but hey.
Oh my god.
The fucking ego on this guy for not playing a single game.
He doesn't play anything, bro. Like it's terrible, and he's just fucking. I honestly, we don't even know if he's terrible because he hasn't fucking played. So no, I can't even say that. Like,
Sometimes the players are sending him ahead of the team by a day to organize shit for them. And management will be like, where
Okay.
the hell's Carlos? And they'll all cover for him. They start covering for everything he does because he's
That's-
making things easier for them.
okay,
One of the things he does a lot, Carlos was a teetotaler his whole life, so he's always the DD.
That's amazing. He's
Helps-
a teetotaler? That
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah, you wouldn't
Out of
expect
all
it,
the
right?
Yeah, alright. Okay.
So
He's become Mary Poppins.
Did Mary Poppins fuck her way through fucking Brazil?
Look, you can't tell me she didn't. The story was based in the UK.
So the owner of Botafogo, Emil Pinheiro, ran in the same circles as Castro de Andrade. So Carlos
thank
gets a
God.
really
Got
good
some-
recommendation and winds up at
Wait,
Botafogo.
no, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ask him about ask him about the scam.
I probably did ask him, and the guy's like, "Yeah, Carlos is great. We hang out all the time."
Oh my god. Damn it. Oh my god.
And so now Carlos is again bringing women to his boss, and along the way, he's getting paid more than some of the players.
I can't believe this.
Pinheiro was not the same kind of mafia boss Castor was. He wasn't the
He's
same
not
like
the
rule with an
same
iron
kind.
fist fear guy. His players actually really liked him. He liked to gather them around and talk about how he fought in the war.
The war.
World War
Oh
II.
my god. Oh fuck.
Pinheiro had a small stature and he wore a wig that would very often fell off.
What the fuck is going on?
He was
Wow.
around 60 years old, had a reputation of buying refs and intimidating witnesses.
This is crazy.
The thing he was most known
oh.
for was stuffing an inflatable prosthetic penis into his underwear.
Huh? Why?
What?
One player said, "There's no way you couldn't be aware of it. I didn't know how it worked. Sometimes we'd get worried because it would sort of poke out."
Ew. For what reason?
What is this? Why do these
I mean, I
people
know
exist
why,
in
but,
the
like-
world?
but,
Why
like-
do these people exist in the world?
What's going on, dude?
Under Pinheiro, there's a point when Botafogo is on a 10-game losing streak. And there's a reporter, Sergio Americo, who asks him, "Hey, what do you think about the crisis at Botafogo?" And so Pinheiro leans back in his chair, sits there for a few seconds, and he looks under his desk. And he opens all of his drawers, and he looks in all of his drawers. And he says, "Sergio Americo, I've looked in the drawer, I looked in the cupboards, I've looked on the floor, and I can't find the Botafogo crisis that you're talking about. You want to know something? Sergio Americo, the only Botafogo crisis is right here," and grabs his prosthetic dick.
What?
My God.
What?
Pinheiro loved Carlos, just like Castor, and he gave him the keys to his 35-foot
Why
yacht.
do we talk like this?
Wait, no. We entirely went past the fake dick grabbing. shit. What do you mean? No. Why did he do that? What the fuck?
He's a
Why
60-year-old
did
mob
he do
boss.
that?
Okay, that's all that needs to be said. Fine.
Did it
Whatever, I'm not
squeak? Was it like a dog toy? Did it squeak?
Yeah.
Please tell me it squeaked.
He just.
What
What is?
like a little clown does it?
I feel like there's no rules right now. I feel adrift. Like there's nothing. God.
So technically, Carlos is still under a contract to Ajaccio,
I mean,
Unbelievable.
and they're paying him. And every once in a while,
Whatever.
they want to see how he's doing. But Carlos does not want to go back to Corsica because the nightlife is not the same. So he
Oh.
gave them the wrong phone number.
Oh, don't.
bro.
Okay.
So they try to airmail him, which is kind of unreliable from Corsica to Brazil. So he just keeps being like, "Oh, I lost the mail. I never got there."
Oh my god.
There's one message that gets through that he did read. Quote, "We had very high expectations of you, and you have disappointed us at every turn. You might have been great for those people you hung around with off the field, but you have served no purpose at this club. When you leave Ajaccio,
Hey,
you will be like a
that's
ripped
accurate.
out page in our history."
Wow.
I don't think he
Yeah,
cared.
okay. A
don't think he
little
cared.
bit
All right.
dramatic,
Yeah.
but
All
hey.
right. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
So, believe it or not, once in a while, Carlos would actually try in off-season kickabouts. And he was straight trash.
I'll admit my answer to the.
Wow, no
previous
way.
one. I mean, yeah.
What a surprise. This thing has surprised me.
There was a time that he played a first half of a game, and then at halftime, there's a fellow player, Pedrino, who was just screaming at him in the dressing room. He's yelling, "Get lost! You can't play with us! We're gonna play with 10 men instead because you're so garbage!"
They're not even gonna sub. They're not even gonna sub, which they can't do. He just wants to.
Just get the fuck out of here! So at the start of the second half, Carlos goes up in the stands and starts chatting up Padrino's girlfriend.
What?
Padrino tries to leave the game because he's so pissed off, but one of his teammates like, you already kicked
No.
off one of our team members. You
You
can't do
already-
it.
Oh my god.
And Carlos ends up walking off with Padrino's girl.
Dude, are you kidding
What
me?
is this?
He
What is the story?
Oh my god. You actually cannot go. You can't go against him. You cannot go against him. because
He is inevitable. This guy is fucking
Yes.
Thanos.
Yeah, he is going to win. Somehow he's going to get. He is going to come out ahead. You cannot just let him do his thing. Just let him do his thing. He's gonna be gone in 2 weeks anyway.
Just don't let him put his sights on you, and you're probably happier for
Well,
it.
no, but the
Jesus.
thing is that like he doesn't even really put his sights on anyone. He just comes to a club, right? He is basically their agent for all intents and purposes. Like he's basically just a gopher, and then he leaves when it gets too hot, right? That's it.
I'm in here
or
being
when he gets
eating your
bored.
foods.
Or when he gets bored and there's no more people to fuck, right? So just let him do his thing and don't.
More people.
I mean, seriously. And hopefully it's not your girlfriend that he's trying to fuck, because she is absolutely a target. So don't talk to him. Don't talk to him, and it's fine.
So there's a time period where he's showing up to kickabouts almost every Saturday morning, usually just a chat of girls. There's an occasion where he shows up with a woman named Ava who said she wanted to see him play. And so Carlos tells
I got bad news
the
for you.
team, Carlos tells the team, me and Ava are going to talk in the car for a few minutes, and then I'll join you on the pitch. And the car starts a rocking, and no one comes knocking.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
So almost the whole
That's
game, Carlos
yucky.
spends in the car. And then 5 minutes before the end of the second half, he comes out and he's like, I want to join the game.
No, you're tired. You have to be.
So he plays for him. Yeah.
Wait. 5 minutes left in the second half.
Which is the rest of the game.
Yeah.
85 minutes later.
Yep. That's what I'm
Get
saying.
the fuck out of here.
Plus the half. Plus halftime. However long the half was.
Oh.
Right?
No.
This dude was a fucking. All right. Holy shit.
God level cardio.
I don't know if he was doing it the whole time, but
I mean, I assume he took a water break. Like, I mean, this man is dehydrated.
My.
He is tired. They're both sore.
So 5 minutes left in the game, Carlos comes on.
Fuck you.
He's playing up front as a striker.
They put him on?
Someone else takes a shot, bounces off the post, lands right at his feet, and he pots in an easy goal.
Oh my god, he's getting away with it.
Wait, does this mean that he's 1 for 1?
Yep. This is his first
100%
goal in-
shooting percentage.
Oh my god, he's played 5 minutes and he's already scored a goal.
So,
I can't believe this shit.
so Carlos scores, takes off his shirt, and starts screaming, yeah! And then he starts yelling at everyone, you're amateurs! You're all amateurs! You're not worthy of,
motherfucker.
you can't share the pitch with me! You're all amateurs!
You motherfucker.
And then he
This
leaves
is
and goes
a
back to the car and starts
Kickabout,
fucking
right?
again.
It's a kick. It's
Oh
a
my
kickabout.
god!
He just goes right back to fucking.
Oh my god.
How is that? How is that possible?
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, we know his best. Alright, so we know his best trait. Stamina. He has stamina.
Stamina.
Is he
I mean, that's
He-
an understatement.
when he wants to do the thing that he really wants to do, he has a bottomless energy. Holy shit.
So Carlos
Oh.
insists that he was actually a good player.
Nah, well,
I had talent, but I didn't like football. When people say Kaiser wasn't a good player, they're missing the point. The reason Kaiser wasn't a good player is because they're comparing him to the players he hung around with. In today's generation, I'd be a star player. Nobody plays in the teams I played at
well.
without being good.
okay, hold on. Okay.
Yeah, he thought that today's players are way worse than the players of his generation.
He's one of those guys. Okay.
He's one of those guys.
So,
He's like, there's
Alright,
no more
so
creativity in the game.
shut the fuck up. Yeah, like, it's first off, Carlos, moot point. because your ass didn't play. So that's the first thing. Secondly, he unfortunately probably has a point in that, like, he probably the saying when I forgot his first name, but there was this guy Scalabrini who played in the
Brian
NBA.
Scalabrine,
Brian Scalabrine. He was bad at NBA level. On the NBA level, he's bad. But like whenever he would get challenged by regular people, and he would just destroy them, right?
Yeah, that's like people who say that back in the day, the University of Alabama was, that they'd wipe the floor with a professional team, and they're like, yeah, no.
They would get destroyed.
No.
Like Brian's, and again, for people at home, go look up Brian Scalabrine too, and like you'll also realize why people didn't take him seriously.
The legendary quote, "I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me."
Yes. It is absolutely true, and that's probably what's going on with Carlos. He absolutely has talent, and he probably is really shitty for like top flight Brazil, but if you put him like with a bunch of college players or something, he would
put him in
probably
MLS.
destroy them.
He's a stud.
Oh,
yeah.
Probably. Which makes this even more annoying because he could have just like gone somewhere else. He probably could have just played in the lower league, and he probably would have been fine. But I guess that wouldn't have gotten him.
The same kind of fame.
He has a particular flavor. He keeps going back to Brazil.
Yeah.
So that viewpoint is not without its own fair share of support. There's a time when he goes to Cruzeiro with Renato Gaucho, and the coach of the team said the first time he met Carlos, he flicked the ball in the air and caught it in the back of his neck like a pro. Quote, he was very skillful. He had amazing skill. He didn't pass through all those teams just by being charming.
Okay. I mean, Cruzeiro's in their top flight team. Like, I believe him. I absolutely believe that he has skill. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, you're right. There's no way that he gets to, like, every single one. And
I mean, when he was a teenager, he made the youth academy of some of these teams. They saw potential in him.
Okay, yeah.
When he still gave a shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when he's still, yeah.
Just like, dumb. He's like, I just don't want to, but I can, but I don't want to.
I mean, as he said, he just doesn't like soccer, which is just, like, that is a shame, too.
So he is actually doing tryouts. That did answer my older question.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's not playing in games, but he's just avoiding, whenever he can, he is finding a way to avoid playing in any way, shape, or form, and it just so happens that he's able to do that amazingly well.
Yeah, like at most, he's just like showing up at like beach soccer with the boys.
Yeah, right. He's out there doing like some kind of like this is the equivalent of like when teams host like charity games or something. He's out there doing that, right? And like nobody's taking it seriously, and they're like playing with kids and shit. He'll do that, but like anything other than that, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If there's a chance that he could be exposed, there's no chance. Except for that one time where he got out of the car after fucking somebody. And
no, because that's still beer league.
He doesn't care. He scored in 5 minutes of bro. He got out. All right. And he has 5 minutes on his score sheet. It said 5 minutes, 1 goal. He doesn't give a shit.
And he talked the biggest shit over it.
And then he fucking said,
"Oh shit! No, I see WWE. I see WWE."
He really should have been.
Like, what's his face came from the heavens and just ran in with the suit to win.
Oh my
this man runs from the car, kicks the ball in the goal, and turns around and runs right back.
After telling everyone else they're trash.
After the garbage. Now this also was he like? When did he get his jersey? Like, was he fucking with the jersey on and then ran out of the car? Like
that was like an off-season informal thing. That was like a team.
Oh man! Oh, okay, even better.
Detailed a while ago.
He just put his shit back on. Ran right back. Did it? Scored. fucking ripped his shit off, and went right back into the car. And now I'm back. Now I'm back. Girl,
I'm sorry. I'm hurting.
lady didn't even have time to leave the car. Girl didn't have time to leave the car, bro. Like, you just holy shit.
Oh, I'll be right back. Have a smoke. God damn.
Holy shit.
Oh, if that's not it, I don't even want to know what the finale is.
So in June 1990, Carlos has 1 month left in his contract with Ajaccio. You know, the club that he's been ghosting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
why is this back in the story? What?
He sends them a letter saying, I'm sorry I wasn't communicating very well, but if you pay for
What?
my airplane ticket, I'll come back.
Shut the fuck up. No.
Wow, no way.
Dude. I mean, at this point, he's probably feeling like he's fucking God. So why?
Yeah, that's
Why
true.
not?
He did just have his moment.
And so,
Why not, bro?
team management is actually kind of split on this.
What do you mean? No! The answer is no!
The split is basically between team management that he did or did not organize parties for.
Oh, okay. Alright, well that makes sense.
And the party group wins out and he gets a 4-year
Oh
contract.
my god!
4-year contract.
What are you talking about?
With bonuses in for games played that obviously he never cashes in.
He's not getting those, so like, alright, fine. Why 4? Yeah, why 4? Just let him do it for like a fucking
Just
year or something.
let him prove it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let him prove that he can get you more parties or something. Like, don't fucking. I don't understand.
So a few weeks later, he gets the team director gets in touch with him and he tells him, "Hey, your cousin called. He let us know that your grandma died. You got to go back to Brazil."
Wait.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wait. Are you kidding me? He's
Uh,
outsourcing.
He's outsourcing. He is.
He's not outsourcing. It was Carlos on the phone.
Oh,
Carlos called the
that
team director
works?
and was like, "Hey, I'm Carlos's cousin. He needs to go back home right now."
Oh my god. He doesn't even
bro,
recognize.
no, caller ID was genius level invention.
No, Carlos was
The
smart
call
enough
is
with the
coming
scam
from
to-
inside the house. my
He's doing
friend.
it from inside. He's doing it
Quite
from inside team
literally.
headquarters. The call came from inside team headquarters. Oh my god, bro! No. First off, Carlos is way too smart to get caught with like his own phone doing that. Come on, he's been doing this for way too long. He's a professional. Come on. Anyway,
I
secondly,
understand why he likes Catch Me If You Can.
seriously, dude, that was such a funny thing. But like, he hasn't even been around the team long enough for them to recognize his voice over the phone. That is insane. That is insane levels of scam.
Or just
that
puts
he's
on an
pulling.
accent. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
Carlos needs to go home.
Oh my god.
My God! All right, Guido.
Like, why is he Italian? Like,
This is
Oh
right.
my
Why
God.
is Brazilian cousin?
what's happening? Oh my god. What? How is this working?
So Carlos goes back to Rio.
Oh my
while
god.
under contract with
Yeah,
Ajaccio
yeah,
and
he
getting
does.
paid to not be there.
All right, how long has he gone this time?
So a year later, despite technically being owned by Botafogo and being under contract to Ajaccio, he signs a 3-month deal with the El Paso Six Shooters.
What is going
And he goes to
on?
Texas.
The El
He's
Paso
in Texas.
Six Shooters of the country of America.
He's in fucking Texas.
What?
So he's getting
He's
paid.
run out of fools.
He's getting
run out
paid
of
by
fools.
3 teams at the
3
same time.
teams. I can't believe this.
Most of the time
No.
he spent at El Paso was spent at the team hotel.
Bro.
There
Bro,
was
no
a trip that he went to Vegas with a gay team director
Of
who he
course.
arranged men for.
Oh my god.
Man,
I mean,
for-
at least he's still.
He's still pimping.
He's
yeah,
pimping.
No, that's
he's
And then
That's
of
his
course,
brand.
job.
and of course, before his 3-month deal is done, Carlos decides he's gonna go back home to Brazil.
Bro.
A friend asks him, like, what about the money that El Paso's paying you? And he says they can fuck themselves with the money, and then goes home with the signing bonus in his pocket.
Of course, there it is. Yeah, they can fuck themselves the money because I already have the money. So I'm done. Okay, no, seriously. We're approaching the 90s if we're not already there.
Yeah, we're in the 90s. It is 1990.
Fucking.
Don't worry,
okay.
Google's still got 8 years.
I'm look, I know, but like, call each other. You know how fucking employers will sometimes call your
Nope.
previous employer?
Nope.
Call the team that Okay.
I can see the Texas team just being like, "Holy shit! Look at this guy's resume!" With like where America's
No.
soccer was in the 90s.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. They were probably like, I was
no
wondering when
fucking
he was gonna,
way.
Yeah, no fucking way. Why is this guy who's a champion, quote unquote, of Brazilian football coming to fucking
El
whatever?
Paso.
I mean, El Paso. Yeah, guys, well, think about that for a little. God damn it, dude.
Carlos stresses that he never once ever completed a contract.
I love that. I love that he's so proud of that. Like, I have never once.
I think Bongo was the closest he ever got when he told them, like, "Don't worry, I started that fight, but my contract's done in a week."
Well,
like, I
and
think
that
that's the
was
closest
only-
he ever got.
And that was only because he literally had to, or he was going to get shot. So,
So he goes back to Vasco da Gama.
bro, this is crazy.
The repeat
Why-
ones are the craziest to me. That's not even
Why
talk to
are
other
you letting
people.
him back?
That's like, is there
What?
not as somebody there who remembers him?
I don't understand. He has played.
And so at Vasco da Gama, he bribes both the trainers to keep saying that he's
Oh
not
my
ready to
God.
play.
Oh my god.
His injury issues have been going on so long, and Vasco da Gama is so desperate to get him to play, they hire a black magic priest named Pi Santana to cure him.
What?
Wow. Is he still getting paid by the
He's
other
still getting paid
group
by
too?
Ajaccio and I think
Dude.
Botafogo.
No fucking way.
My god.
I want to see
I-
a forensic accountant on this guy at the end. I want to see how much money and how many different random people he convinced to pay him.
oh my god.
Oh
Bro,
my God.
It would make more sense if they were actually just hiring him to be an agent. Like, whatever
Yeah.
then. Like, right? Just do that.
Or
Just
PR.
do that.
But
He's good at
hold
PR.
on.
Yeah.
But what you're trying to say, though, is that this person keeps going places, getting on planes, and is getting a job, the thing he literally cannot perform right now.
To play football. The thing that he cannot do.
He'll just get on the
What?
pitch for like his first session, run around a little bit, and go, ah!
Yeah, just skyward scream.
This
And then
whole
say-
time, nobody's caught on?
And then say really specific lines about how this is his favorite
This is
team.
my favorite team my whole life.
And-
Oh my god. I've
is
never
my-
been hurt
this is-
before.
This is my first injury since yesterday. Like, what the fuck?
This is my first injury since the last time I used this exact line on you.
I fucking literally this is the last time I was on your team. Oh my god. Crazy.
Gosh,
So-
guys, I'm still feeling bad, but I'm almost ready now. Can you pay me? What?
So with
Nobody
the black
does that.
magic priest, Carlos probably
So
could have
what
done
the
nothing,
fuck?
but I think that one actually did scare him a little bit.
Like, uh-oh.
Because
That's a little-
he could have done nothing. He told the priest, "Take your money, man. There's nothing wrong with me. There are some things
Oh,
black
shit.
magic can't cure. Take your money and don't bother doing your thing, because I intend to stay injured for the rest of my life."
Okay.
And
Okay.
the guy
So-
didn't feel it necessary to share.
He
I
got
was gonna
paid.
say, what the fuck? Okay, so there's two things that scare him:
Game recognized game.
bullets and black magic. Those are the only two things.
That's a hot take. I like it.
Fucking mages and bullets. That's it. Holy shit!
Wizards and Wessons.
You know what? There you go.
Holy
There you
shit!
go. That's
Name of his
magnificent.
book? Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
So Carlos picks up another gimmick while he's at Vasco.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. He's got to evolve his game. It's been too long. He needs a wrinkle.
His teammate
Right.
Bebeto remembers that he's constantly on the phone negotiating transfers to European clubs. And Bebeto thinks it's weird that he's speaking Portuguese to European non-Portuguese team club directors.
Yeah. That didn't tip anything off.
At one point, Bebeto walks over and takes the phone from him, and he realizes there's nobody on the other end. Carlos is talking to an empty phone.
That's so funny. Give me that fucking thing. Hold on. Like,
So, Carlos insists that his time at Vasco wasn't just for play. He was a very well-liked guy, or he wouldn't have gotten away with this, and he was a teetotaler. He says that he was picked up partly to help a fellow player get over his drinking problems and act as a handler.
okay, all right. But again, then just hire him as an agent. We can get around all of this if we just...
Yeah, but when
do
he heals
that.
Marcus, we got a 2-for-1.
He'll have to play eventually. This is his second time on the team.
So there's after practice one day, Carlos is asking his teammates, keep quiet. I'm gonna get an important phone call from the president of Barcelona.
The president of Barcelona.
No.
The club Barcelona. Barca.
Okay, I was gonna say the president of Barcelona, the country.
The
That's
city
not
of
a thing.
Yes, it is me, the CEO of the city of Barcelona. I am here to negotiate letting you be the president of Barcelona.
And so
Because,
not long
I
after
got a bridge in Brooklyn.
and so not long after Carlos says this, his phone starts ringing. And so he's one of the first people in Brazil in soccer to actually have a cell phone. Most people have not really seen one of these big blocky things at this time.
Yeah, okay. All right.
And so Carlos starts talking with on the other end and says, hey, call me back in an hour. And then he walks into a shower. And his team is like, why the fuck does he need a shower? He didn't do anything. And they were like, that was the president of a Spanish club. Why was he speaking Portuguese to him?
Yeah. Okay.
And so one of his teammates goes into his bag and inspects the cell phone. It's a toy.
Oh my god!
So, 1991, Carlos makes his way back to RJ America. Again, another repeat club. Talks his way into a contract in just a couple hours.
Oh my god. Why are we doing fucking our greatest hits? Like fucking... Surely there's some more teams you can scam.
At this point, I'm waiting for you to tell me, and actually, he has personally fucked each one of the club owners, because this is insane.
Like, it is telling that I was holding my breath for a second when you said Barcelona, because I was like, oh my god, is he going to scam his way? There's no way. I would have heard of this, right? There's no way that he just scammed like himself.
No fucking way he played on Barca.
Like, no, like that's not a. Oh my god, like okay. Then you said it was a toy. I just like, oh, okay, we're all right. Oh god.
So this time when he goes to RJ America, he's not just offering himself as a player. He uses talking abilities to come to the team with a ready-made sponsorship for like beach gear equipment, and just gets free gear for players on the team.
Wow.
Beach gear?
He actually hustled his way into a sponsorship?
Yeah.
Beach gear.
That's crazy.
His friend Mauricio said that in that era of Brazil, he was a pioneer in exploiting product placement to get what he wanted. And he also got restaurant sponsorships around town for the team, which probably helped him when he wasn't getting paid.
This guy is in the wrong business. Yeah, I mean, it's Brazil. It's beach gear is probably fucking, like, super popular, but, like, he's in the wrong business, right? Like, he's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he needs, can you imagine if he went to school for marketing? This man would be...
Did he need to go to school for marketing?
Well, apparently, you're right. Apparently he didn't need to, I guess. Yeah, all right. Fine. Please tell
Carlos
me
was basically paid to sit on the bench in exchange for being the marketing rep.
Yeah, he didn't even need... Actually, we're all the idiots here. Right? Because he is making money doing marketing without having to pay all this cash for school. Really? Yeah, the idiots are us. No, you're right. Fair enough. Like,
so Carlos decides to add a new dimension to his legend and enhance it a little bit. And an article gets published that he has earned his black belt in Muay Thai.
Oh, no.
And he was going to challenge the reigning Brazilian Muay Thai middleweight champion that summer.
What is the point of that?
I mean,
I'm sure you could guess that would never materialize in any way.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, he's never been safer in his life, so, like, it's fine.
He faked his way out of playing soccer. There's no way he was going to get into a fucking MMA match.
Yeah, that was, yeah, I mean, man, like this just proves how easy it was to just scam back then, man. Like this is like
he was just a pioneer of social engineering.
yeah, he really was born in the right age. He really holy shit.
This is also when he actually again picks up a real job as a fitness trainer, which is the one part of his career that was legit.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would actually trust him to keep me in shape because he's managed to BS how many fucking people?
He again,
this physique, like
yeah, this is the like he cares about that because he needs it for the scam, so he has to keep that one. Like, I mean, maybe it. I don't know if he actually like cares about like fitness. Well, I mean, I guess enough to make money off.
I mean,
of it,
he
but,
dropped
like,
30 pounds before Ozempic. Like,
yeah.
he's a beast.
So in 2003, on his 40th birthday, Carlos Kaiser announces his retirement from the world of football.
You didn't need to really. We kind of like, you know what I mean?
You retired at fucking 17. Don't lie.
You were my man. This is one of those things where you were retired by the league. You don't get to retire. The league retired you, but okay.
His friend Gaucho said, "Our Kaiser always had and always will be unique. He is the greatest footballer never to play football." The lifelong womanizer did actually settle down after this and found himself a wife. Oh my God. Former ballerina and model Marcela Mendes. His social life calmed down. He went from flirting at bars around Brazil to hosting dinner parties. Wow. But that was a very short period of his life. It was a very short period of his life because Marcella ended up dying very suddenly of brain ischemia. And that fucked Carlos up. He dropped off the radar for a few years and nobody really had touch with him for a couple years.
Okay. See, that really sucks because
yeah.
I mean, he's out here being, just literally again, I say,
okay, but you know what?
Brazil.
So I'm 50-50 on this one because I am so proud of him finding somebody that can handle those marathon sessions. But at the same time, like that is a prodigy that does need to be, shared with the world.
Yeah, I'm about to say he must just the stamina, the endurance, unbelievable. Anyway, but no, seriously though, that's really sad because
he actually kind of turned over a new leaf.
And if anything, that may have reinforced, in a really fucked up way, that may have reinforced that he needed to be a piece of shit. And I hope he doesn't take. I really hope.
No, he turns back up and he's the same old Carlos again.
Oh man!
And on top of that, he started to go blind a little bit.
Oh.
And he's in rough shape. Quote, "After she died, I felt so alone, so I got together with somebody else. She died too. Then another one dies from a heart problem.
Huh?
I thought, come on, I'm becoming a grave digger. Then I wake up one day and I can't see. Fuck, why do I have to suffer so much, man?"
Dude. This took a really hard turn. Oh,
yeah.
God.
As far as I can tell, he is still a fitness coach to this day, falling back into his old ways. He said that he insists that he doesn't work with meatheads or guys, only women who want to become showgirls with a hot body. And he's friends with a plastic surgeon and gets commission on referrals.
Okay, that's a really...
It's pretty sleazy.
Yeah, that's weird. And
he also got in trouble at one point when two of his fiancés met his girlfriend.
Oh my God, bro.
Two of his fiancés?
Met his girlfriend.
Okay. All right. This guy's a cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks because, this one pushed him off the deep end. His wife dying pushed clearly.
Yeah.
It did the thing that I was worried about, right? Where it's well, might as well be a piece of shit. Everything sucks, right? So he's doing this. This fucking, oh man, it's not funny anymore. Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Brazilian soccer world has a very mixed view on Carlos's story.
What? No, you shouldn't have a mixed view. All right. We're back to Crazy Town. What are you talking about? He didn't play. He scammed himself onto like half of the top teams in Brazil. No.
A lot of teams and officials have explicitly denied he was ever involved with them, even if there's evidence that he was.
I mean, yeah.
But
dude,
in that case, you have to consider Carlos always had some kind of evidence that he was with a team.
Yeah.
So who's really to say who's right on that?
I mean, listen.
The guy who literally says I didn't play.
Yeah, because he keeps getting fucking gear from the teams.
And ID cards, and he gets newspaper articles written.
He is literally covering his tracks. That's the whole point. Like, that was a big part of his scams.
Every lie reinforces the next lie.
Yes, that was the whole point. So, like, he absolutely played for you. You cannot dispute that.
You also have to kind of consider, by the time he's, like, in his mid-30s, you look at that and it's like, well, come on. You're telling me he tricked all of these clubs for this whole time? Come on.
Yeah, at that point, it's reinforced. You know, you tell the lie enough, you eventually believe it, right? It's become reality. So, like, there you go. Like, it really kind of reinforces the, the, like, points in history of, this is why you have to push back on lies early, because if it keeps getting fucking told enough times, everybody will actually start thinking it's true.
It's an Ouroboros.
Yes, like, we can't, like, you missed the point where we could have stopped this, guys. Now he is an amazing football player, Carlos Kaiser, who has played and won several fucking championships in Brazilian Serie A. Like, fucking...
He has a highlight reel of people who aren't him but look like him.
That's the craziest
or have similar names.
Bro, okay, the fucking video, like, the fucking highlight reels, the sizzle reels, where it's not him. You're telling me that a scout doesn't know who scored in a sizzle reel? And
yeah, but like,
Carlos.
if the announcer yells "Goal, Carlos Henrique," and then the guy walks up going, "I'm Carlos Henrique Raposa." And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, so they're both like fucking 5'8" guys with mullets.
Names. If you gave him fewer names, this would never be an issue.
He's a mimic. Oh my god.
One former teammate suggested the best way to treat Carlos' stories is to believe everything off the field and nothing on it.
I mean,
quote, I believe everything. That he had an orgy with the prime minister. I believe he went to big clubs like he says. There's only one thing I don't believe, that he played football. He's very good at everything else. Send him a kiss and a hug, a great friend.
I don't believe he played football. But I believe everything else.
Some of his friends think that Carlos has long lost sight of the line between truth and fiction because he's embellished things for so long, so many times.
I mean, but like, not really. Because he was very truthful about how he didn't play.
Yeah. One reporter said that he thought the tales of his time at Bangu were lies, but then other players who were there backed it up.
Yeah.
He ended up saying, it doesn't really matter to me. Doesn't change the context of the story.
Yeah. Like, no, like, again, it's weird, but like, he lied, but he's also backing up his lies. So we have evidence of his lies, so we know that the lies actually happened. So I don't really like, he's not. I don't have any. Why would he be lying about the fucking his way through people? I don't know, man.
So let me.
Before we started this, I did ask what demigod we were going to learn about. I think that still applies.
God of fertility. Yeah.
A little bit of fertility, ludicrous endurance, but also unbelievable. Like, this might be Loki.
Oh my god, yeah.
So there's a lot of ways to take Carlos's story. Contractually, he was a soccer player. In terms of lifestyle, he was a soccer player, but he never played soccer. So to close things off, we're going to finish this with a quote from Carlos. Clubs screw so many people over that somebody had to trick the clubs. I was a trailblazer, a superhero for the players because I didn't screw them over. While chairmen were exploiting players in Brazil and all over the world, I was exploiting them. This is the story of an anti-footballer. I want to clarify that I was signed by these clubs, but I never played for them. I was a footballer, not a football player. When people call me a liar, it pisses me off because lying would be saying I chested the ball down and scored from 25 yards. There aren't any stories like that. There are no lies. Parentheses, he did say pure lies earlier about his tooth disease. I wanted to live the off-the-field life, so I had to be in the football industry. I gave up tons of cash. I could have been a trillionaire if I'd kept all the contracts I signed. Everybody tried to get me to take it more seriously, but I didn't want to play football. Not even Jesus pleased everybody. Why would I? And that's episode 7.
Holy shit.
What a hot take.
Oh my god. He's
not even Jesus pleased everybody.
Oh my god. This is Robin Hood sock. He thinks he's Robin Hood.
He thinks he's Robin Hood.
He's Soccer Hood. What the fuck? I don't. This is ridiculous.
It is a terrible B-list movie. Oh my god.
This dude is he's not he might be right though. Maybe we shouldn't call it. There's a difference between lying and scamming. So
no, that's what I'm saying. He's not a scumbag. Like he
kind of is. There's such blurred lines.
Hold on.
It.
Yeah.
It's you kind of take it in a case.
I mean is like he didn't actually get glory, right? He didn't pretend. Oh yeah, and then I did amazing things. He's like, nah, man, I stole this shit. I stole this shit the whole time.
It's like, right? You look at
at least that is honorable because he's being accurate. He's being truthful.
And like you look at his time at Bangu, and it's like, okay, yeah, so he took money from a crime boss. What's the big deal here?
Yeah, exactly. Like technically, so we're all the players. Well, like if we want to like split hairs, they're all taking money from a crime boss. They're playing for his team. So like, I mean, if we're like really,
it really
there's
a lot
matter.
of ways you could really take this story. You could admire the shit that he pulled with the charm that he did, and the fact that he didn't really hurt anyone along the way. You could also just go, he lied his way through his career for 20 years and fucked his way through Brazil.
And that's a win. That's a win. He made Austin Powers proud.
Like, bro, he like the least charitable thing you can say about him is that part, right? Is saying that he was not an actual top flight player. And again, I say that specific wording because again, he clearly had talent. He just didn't like soccer for whatever reason. So he clearly could play, but he was not actually playing. And then he just decided to fuck his way through Brazil. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, I was going to ask you, does he have a bunch of kids everywhere? Because that was the only other thing. Like,
I think he had like 3 kids that he didn't really ever meet.
Okay, that sucks.
And I think it's another case where like in addition to the one from earlier on that died in an earthquake in Mexico City, there was like another one that died like in a tsunami or some shit. Where like,
my Lord.
Like his kids did not seem to have very fortunate lives in their own right.
I don't even know if that's
Mother Nature.
What do you bribe Mother Nature? Like, not really, because then horrible things happen. Reverse bribe? God. What the fuck? Like,
honestly, I think it's one of those things, and it will not go like divine intervention, but mostly like somebody was watching. They were like, "Oh God, no! Ew, another one." Delete.
Yeah, we gotta even the scales. Like it's just. But again, he brings up a good point. He didn't. Who is he stealing from? It's not like he's stealing from like regular.
He's stealing from super rich dudes who have money to burn.
Yeah, who gives a shit, right? This guy is like, he is a absolute scam artist. He's reverse Donald Trump. He's Bizarro Trump. Like, he will absolutely.
He's soccer Trump. It's fine.
Like he's not.
Except everybody liked him.
Well, that's why I'm calling him Bizarro Trump. Exactly. Okay, yeah. He's Bizarro. Like, he's the opposite of that. Like
in the chat, I also put like his career stats, and it's hilarious to see all those teams and all those zeros.
Oh my god, dude. Not a single minute. Not a single one. Nothing. He did nothing. He got on for 5 minutes after a legendary fuck session and scored a goal and then called everybody garbage and then left.
In an unofficial scrimmage game for fun.
And it wasn't even a real game. I really wish it was a real game because I really want to see, like, that team 0-0-0-0-5-1. Like, it's just 5 minutes, 1 goal. A fucking sub, like, as a sub in extra time.
Amateurs!
Oh my God.
You're all amateurs! You can't hang with me! You suck! I'm gonna go back to the fuck car! Hey there, this is Brandon here again. Thanks for listening to episode number 7 on Carlos Kaiser. The sources for this one were the book Kaiser, the greatest footballer never to play football. There is also a movie where you can see a lot of interviews that I did not include in here, and a couple of articles from Globo.com. Thank you again for listening, and I hope to catch you on the next one. See you around.